Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take your sources and, well, really distill them down into the key insights.
Huh?
Today, we are diving deep, really deep, into a track I think most people know, Moby's Porcelain.
Absolutely. And we're going to be, pulling apart its layers. We'll look at the lyrics, what Moby himself said about it, and even some really interesting historical bits from the material you sent over.
Yeah, should be fascinating. We're aiming to unpack its maybe surprising origins, the fact that Moby himself had huge doubts, and how this really melancholic electronic track just exploded globally.
Right.
So, okay, let's set the stage first. Porcelain. It was, what, the sixth single off Play?
Yeah.
That massive album from '99?
That's the one, May 17th, 1999, technically. And yeah,
Yeah.
people often call it a melancholic electronic ballad. That description fits, I think.
It does, but it was more than just a ballad, wasn't it?
Oh, much more. What's really key here for you listening is how it genuinely helped push electronic music into the mainstream. It wasn't just, a hit song. It became this genre-straddling phenomenon. That's a good way to put it. It got played everywhere. Pop stations, rock, alternative.
It was pretty rare then for electronic music.
Very rare. Yeah, totally groundbreaking in that sense.
So, okay, beyond the charts and the impact, the story behind it. It's really personal, right? Something about a breakup.
Yeah, deeply personal. Moby was actually incredibly open about it, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about being involved with someone he called a really, really wonderful woman, said he loved her a lot.
Okay.
But, and this is the core of it, he said he knew deep in his heart of hearts that we had no business being romantically involved.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
Yeah. So for him, the song is basically about that feeling. Loving someone, but knowing you absolutely shouldn't be together.
And didn't he also mention something about, like, biological factors?
He did. He framed it as being about the biological factors that compel humans into such situations.
Huh. That adds a whole other layer, almost like fate, or maybe just human nature working against us.
Kind of a fatalistic view, perhaps. It's an interesting way to think about that kind of unavoidable heartache. Does it simplify it, though? Maybe.
Maybe. But let's look at the lyrics, because they seem to capture that conflict perfectly.
Yeah.
That first verse.
Oh, yeah. In my dreams, I'm dying all the time. Then I wake. It's kaleidoscopic mind.
Right. And then, I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to lie. So, this is goodbye. This is goodbye. It's just dripping with that anguish, isn't it?
Completely. You get the pain, the resignation, but also this really vivid mental turmoil.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, you've never wanted me.
Oh, yeah. That's blunt.
It really is. It shifts things, doesn't it? From that internal sadness to something
Yeah.
almost accusatory or just brutally honest.
Exactly. It cuts right through. No more melancholy, just raw truth. And maybe that's why it resonates, that vulnerability.
Mm.
And the second verse carries on that theme, right?
Hmm?
In my dreams, I'm jealous all the time. When I wake, I'm going out of my mind. Just pure emotional chaos.
Then you have that vocal sample, the non-English part.
Right, from the Isekawini choir. With the Ngamale male.
It had such a different texture, almost haunting. And the meaning.
Mm.
Didn't you find it translates roughly to something like, because we hear them?
That's exactly it. Because we hear them or because we understand them.
So that kind of reinforces the whole idea, like a shared understanding of this feeling.
Precisely. It adds this layer of universal empathy. Like the choir is echoing the emotion for everyone, even if you don't speak the language. It makes that idea of global heartbreak feel really tangible.
Okay, so here's the really wild part for me. Moby almost didn't even put it on the album.
I know. It's incredible. He genuinely thought it was just average.
It's average. Porcelain.
Yeah. He called it mushy, said his vocals were really weak. He literally had to be talked into including it. He just couldn't see anyone wanting to listen to it.
That just blows my mind. How often does that happen? An artist creates something that connects with millions, but they themselves just don't see it.
It's fascinating, isn't it? His perception was the complete opposite of reality. He even said that on the Play tour, when they played Porcelain, that was the cue for most people to
Go get a drink.
go get a drink, because it wasn't like the big, energetic track.
So what changed? How did it go from being the drink break song Moby didn't even like to this massive global hit?
Well, the story involves Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ah, the beach.
Exactly. The movie The Beach. It was Leo's first big film after Titanic. Huge anticipation. And Porcelain was all over the trailer, the promos.
Right, I remember that now.
And Danny Boyle, the director, apparently used the music brilliantly in the film itself.
So that exposure was the key.
It seems like it was the catalyst. Suddenly, this track, Moby, almost shelved as being heard by millions in this huge movie context. It just exploded. Became one of his most iconic songs. Shows how context can just transform something.
Incredible. So let's talk legacy then. Obviously, it was a huge hit, but its impact lasted, didn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's clearly endured. I mean, for one thing, Moby named his memoir after it in 2016, Porcelain.
Right. That says a lot.
And then, think about this. Almost 20 years after play, AAP Rocky samples it heavily for AAP Forever.
Yeah. That was huge, too. Took it to a whole new generation, a different genre.
Absolutely. It shows that core melancholic feeling, that sound. It just transcends time and genre. It speaks a kind of universal language. Good music just lasts, you
It
know?
really does. And there's that other little detail for the real music nerds listening, the string sample,
Ah, yes. The famous strings. They actually come from a piece called Fight for Survival,
which was from the score for the movie Exodus.
composed by Ernst Gold.
Yeah.
Just a tiny snippet from an old film score.
So you've got Moby's breakup, his electronic sound, this old film score sample, a South African choir sample, Danny Boyle's movie, AAP Rocky.
All weaving together. It's kind of amazing when you map it all out. All these different threads creating this one cohesive, incredibly impactful piece of music. Artistic alchemy, really.
What a story. From such personal pain and self-doubt to this global anthem that crossed genres and keeps finding new life. Yeah, it's quite the journey for a song.
It really is. And thinking about Porcelain this way, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? You have to ask, how many other amazing things, songs,